Over a period of 400 years, it has taken 4,094 individuals to create you. Let that ancestral math settle in for a second. That's 400 years of knowledge passed down through blood, through time, through experiences of love and connection, through travel, through culture, through traditions, and these knowledge systems that have been put in place for the continuation of our bloodlines. These knowledge systems have not only breathed life into the continuation of our survival on this beautiful planet, but they also contain the blueprints that we can draw from in order to create something valuable to leave behind for the generations to come. Good evening, Dimatekwana, Molweni, Jambo, Salam, Dumelang. My name is Keamo Rakgoadi, and I am a very proud and excited youth to be here in this moment with you in this conversation. So the world as we know it is crumbling. Its systems are crumbling right before our eyes. And this is as a result of the wars and the atrocities and all the apathy surrounding it. We're really being called at this point in our history as the youth to reimagine, to reshape, and think about how we want to move forward. We need to be the change and represent and reflect the change that we want to see in the world. And with this reflection, this reimagination, comes the power of the word decolonization. Decolonization is this term that we use in the reclaiming of what was lost over time, such as our land, our languages, our values, and valuable education systems that contain information and knowledge of our history in its truth, as opposed to the colonialist tale of our ancients. Decolonization starts with thinking about how it can be of service to us in our lives at this point. It is the reclaiming of natural resources and remedies delivered right from the earth that our ancients have told us about in order to heal ourselves. It's the reclaiming of our identity as Africans and the principles that govern the way in which we move and treat one another. You know, in isiZulu we have the term umuntu ngumuntu ngabantu, kaSesotho kimutu kabatu, which translates to a person is a person because of other people. I am because this thinking should shape the way in which we move as natives to this land. And with that comes solving this continent's problems with African solutions. We cannot keep feeding our resources, our beauty, everything that really makes up who we are at our root to the rest of the world without enjoying and embodying and nurturing that harvest for ourselves. It's important for us to recognize that these indigenous knowledge systems are our generational wealth. These indigenous knowledge systems are our generational wealth. It cannot be valued against any capitalist notion. It cannot be valued against any Western notion, because this is our generational wealth. As the youth, this also shines light on how we go about solving these issues around the statistics of unemployment, of poverty, that cast a large shadow on our identity as a youth in this country, on this continent, and the world at large. It comes with valuing ancient practices of farming and agriculture, of tending to our communities, to our elders, to our land, and all the preservation of that feeds into our roots. And knowing that as the upgrade of our lineages, we really have the power to evolve and imagine our traditions and cultures in a way that really seeks to serve who we are in our daily lives and on our way forward. Decolonizing our minds and our way of thinking will seek to serve and to fill the gap between the knowledge that was left behind for us by our ancients, by our ancestors, and where we are right now as young Africans and our identity, the parts of us that have been lost through time, lost through colonization, through expectations for us to fit this Western paradigm of identity, of thinking as youth. This decolonization will help govern our own moral compass, our internal moral compass, towards seeking the truths of our identities.